Okay, guys, I wanted to touch base on something today. I finally got my tripod again. Now, it's about just the way we train. It's honestly about the way we train. And now that I've finally, I'm doing my 4-week program. So this is a chance to show people now just the funnel of knowledge that I've gained and experienced to design and formulate a way of training and eating that's designed on these 3 principles: to move better, to feel better, to look better. Those 3 in that order, because yes, I believe they happen in that order. Now, this is not sports specific. If I wanted to be a champion boxer, I'm not gonna take health into consideration. I'm going to train for a specific camp with a specific time and absolutely belt myself, because I'm not worrying about work. I'm not worrying about living. I'm not worrying about having to spend time with my family, my friends, all that stuff. I am funneled in. Like bodybuilding, they're trying to develop the body in a way that's just completely oversized. It's not that bodybuilding, all these sports specifics should not be put in the same context as health and fitness. If you're just wanting to move better, feel better, to look better, and if your idea of looking better is more of an athletic form of a physique where you look at that body and think, shit, that person can do shit. He can run around, jump, he's all happy, and that's ideally what I've been trying to formulate, a way to train and think, and it's a mentality, it's the way we eat, it's everything. It's doing things in a way that helps us in our life, because we move better, we feel better, and we look better. You cannot tell me that if you get 2 people, one is not gonna be more efficient with everything he does on a day than the person that's not. And it's honestly, there's no level to this. It's just a way of thinking, of trying to make yourself in this order: move better, feel better, look better. It's a mindset. It's just about always moving forward, always trying to get better. So it's not about doing 20 exercises and, let's smash our hamstrings or smash our upper body or smash our legs and just doing so much more. It's more about doing things more smart, more deliberate, more with intent, more with purpose. That is the idea about the way I want to show people how to train. Now, I'm doing this 4-week program for myself just to prove that it works. Now, I'm already starting to see things, feel things. Now, I'm a type of person, I can do one exercise over and over. Every day I can do the one exercise, the one routine. But it's not that I'm doing the one routine. I'm not thinking, okay, I'm going in today to do squats. No. I'm going in today to think, wait a minute, how the hell can I just stay a bit more balanced? How can I not be falling over as much? How can I start feeling all of my legs working in this movement? Why can't I just drop into a squat fully upright, knees out? Why can't I do that? That already right there is a doubt. That's it. I think, well, I can't do that. I'm just going to do something else. And people go down that road. Fuck that. We want to go down the road of, wait a minute, why can't I do that? I can do it. So for an example, right? Actually, we'll go into an example later. So one thing I like to think about, there's a part of the human brain that I just feel over time has just not developed. Yeah, we've developed into this life that we are now, but I think the coronavirus has shown us there's just some human things that just will not change, because it's just come from evolution. Evolve. Now, what I'm talking about is the fight or flight. I think that's what a lot of people would call it. So let's say, for example, back in the day, when you're stressed out, generally it's because you can't eat, right? You got no food, you're stressed out, you can't take your family, you can't eat. So what your body does, it holds on to stuff for going, wait a minute, for insurance, just in case shit goes south, I need to hold on to some fat. Do you know what I mean? We just need to hibernate. And that's just the part of human evolution that I don't think is going to change, because it wasn't that long ago where people had to be like that, right? So I like doing things in a way to work with the body, right? It starts as if you're fighting against it, but you're actually going with it. Because think about this, right? We got one body, one health. smashing your body in a stupid way, or let's not say stupid again, sorry, because if it's sport specific, absolutely fine. But for your average working person, right, who knows, I have to go to work. If I don't work, I cannot provide for my family. If I can't provide for my family, we are going to starve. Like, that is it. That is the most deepest thought of most of us. And you know, maybe not when you're young, but obviously as you get older, that's what the thoughts that are gonna start happening. Now, intuitively, our bodies know what the hell are we doing to ourselves when we do some styles of training, when we're going balls to the walls, where we're not even sport specific. Yes, we push ourselves. I understand pushing ourselves, but there's still a limit. You know, once we start learning to train in a way where it's more about focusing on balance, you know, a lot of balance work, because as we get older, we lose balance. So the whole idea is to train in a way where we maintain balance, where we develop mass proportionate to a body that needs to be used, which is what most of us want anyway. You know, so just for an example, right? Like, so say I'm trying to shred now, right? Now you might think, and I'm telling you now I'm getting results, but like you might think I'm tired by now. I'm starting to feel a bit, you know, yuck, like a lot of us do when we go on these diet plans to lose weight. Now you might start thinking, you know, fuck, what were you gonna think? Like, oh, fuck, I've gone blank. Now, like, all I'm saying is, you know, you guys might think that I'm going hard and training fast and it's all about speed, high intensity training. Let's do hit. No, I'm not doing any hit. No hit, zero. Maybe one a week. Maybe I'll like to do a bit of boxing, but I really want to prove something in this 4 weeks. You know, the problem with hit is just strength and conditioning that we've always done throughout the years in sport. Strength and conditioning. Now, hit can be used 100%. You know, maybe not when I'm on a deficit, you know, I'm eating less, so I wouldn't want to be doing too much hit, because, you know, we've got to take recovery. Again, we're going to get into understanding why recovery is important. Now, when we do too much hit, it's putting ourselves in that state of shock, that state of fucking hell, I need to get it, right? That whole way of thinking starts making our mind thinking, wait a minute, we need to be stressed. Now, I'm not talking if you're doing one hit session a week. I'm talking the guys out there that do it 5-6 times a week, hit training, and they're not even doing anything sport related. You know, like when we used to have boxing camps, they'd go for max 10 to 12 weeks. The reason we would have camps, that was sometimes even too long, because what we would always see with fighters is when they hit the 10 to 12 weeks and you keep pushing, you are going to get injured or sick. It's just going to happen. You're not going to perform well. They're going to start walking around like a zombie, because they're trying to cut weight. They're trying to do this high intensity training. It's all to get down to a weight, a specific weight. Now, guys, if we just want to move better, we just want to feel better, and we just want to look better, why would we not go down the most efficient road? The road where we're going to get a lot, you know, of benefits from not absolutely destroying ourselves. We're going to be able to go to work happier. We're going to be able to do things more physically not being impaired, if that makes sense. You know, if we're oversized, there's just certain things that you can't move, you know what I mean? We just want to be healthy. We want to be, you know, just have fun with life. If that's what, you know, if you're after, if that's the goal of what you're trying to do is to move better, look better, feel better, look better, then, you know, you need to start just thinking about training in a way where you're almost going with your body. Okay, so you're trying to convince yourself, hey dude, life's good, we're working, we understand, we're taking care of you. You don't need to hold on to that fat. Like, why? Like, what for? You know what I mean? That's what we're doing as we're training. So just something so simple, for example, let's just take a squat, okay? Something so simple. Now, yeah, we can start doing like, right? You can start going hard and try to pump blood in it. you know, and then do so many reps, and then I can jump on hamstrings and I can jump on quads and do a million exercises. Fair enough if you got the foundation and you have built there, but a lot of us cannot genuinely do a normal squat, and I mean a completely upright squat, not where our back's completely round to try to sit down. I mean to be able to sit up, hips open, like we would if we were going to the toilet, right? One of the most primitive ways of moving the body is a bodyweight squat. Now, if mechanically I grabbed a pole and I put a plate and a circle on it, it would balance, correct? All sides of that pole are working to hold the plate, to hold the ball. Now, if I shifted this over to the side, if this ball is gonna roll off because the weight is shifting on one side, so obviously this side isn't enough to hold it up. So now think about the legs like that. For example, if I'm completely falling in one place, then doesn't that mean my legs are developed unevenly? We're trying to create balance and synergy. We're trying to have the whole body working as intended. So why wouldn't we want our quads and hamstrings and calves to be completely balanced? But what are they balanced to do? The legs are designed to move up and down and to walk around. So when we train, when we do the same exercise and completely nail it, so I'm talking to the point we can completely do a controlled upright squat, then obviously your legs are going to be completely balanced, your body and everything is going to be completely mobile, you know, you're going to feel better. You then imagine applying the legs of someone that can just jump into a squat. Their hamstrings, their quads are developed, their calves, everything is designed balanced. So if I do any other movement, I'm not going to be too quad dominant, I'm not going to be too hamstring dominant, my whole leg is going to work as one. Now apply that to someone who then wants to go and progress into further training. Do you get what I'm saying? All I'm trying to say is, in all of this spiel, is a lot of us just try to do too hard of a things in the beginning of our journey of training. We jump into a gym and we start training with guys that have been in here for 6 to 10 years, following what they're doing. A lot of the guys did not start there. They all started on the fundamentals. 5 basic movements: squat, a press, a row, or a chin, either raw, but a pulling thing, right? Mate, crunches, and a press of some sort. Just basic movements that can be done right, over and over again. That is what I believe in doing. That's how I believe in training. And that's what I'm going to try and, prove to everyone in this 4 weeks, that I'm not going to go lethargic as hell. I'm not going to start wanting to lose my mind. I'm having to work more than ever now. Guys, my whole business has been shut down. Like, I get stress. Don't look at me now and think, oh, this guy's just happy all the time. Bullshit. We all get stress. But it's my mind understands that I need to keep moving forward. That is why I train in a certain way, to make sure I go to bed every night supercharged, going, I don't give a shit if the whole thing is falling around me. I need to understand that I'm going to be okay. And if I come and train, and if I used to leave and think, oh, that wasn't enough, I needed to go harder. Man, I used to train to be a fighter. I understand that anxiety mentality driven to train and think it's going to get you somewhere, and it just keeps working against you. So, all I want to show now is, we got the squat, right? Now this is a variation I am still doing because I feel I still want to kind of fall forward, and I swear the more that I'm doing this, we want to talk about ankle mobility. A lot of guys I've seen say, well, my ankles aren't mobile enough. That's why I can't squat. Well, maybe if you practice squatting and you kept doing that same movement, your ankles will slowly give, because think about it, right? Think about the foot. It sits like this on the floor and it's pushing into the floor. Now we got the leg. Now if this leg comes forward and this foot does not know how to work to push, this will not be allowed to keep going. Because if your foot can't function, what's stopping from your ankle from just this is gonna fall forward. So it's tense, it's holding on because your foot doesn't know how to work. So, for example, let's talk about training to lose weight, anything. Let's put every little thing that we want in one little ball. We want to train to be mobile. We want to train to help our flexibility. We want to use the most amount of energy, because what are we trying to do? Burn fat, right? We want to use the most amount of energy that we can. So we've got mobile, so flexibility, using energy, and then gaining strength, right? We want to get stronger when we're training, but we want to maximize the energy to get stronger, but then we also want to spend a lot of energy in the small amount of time maximizing our workouts for the busy man. I get it, I work. Man, I've been on my laptop every day trying to get down to like all this stuff just in case this whole thing goes down. I don't know what's gonna happen, right? But training should be a supplement to that, not the opposite, okay? So what I want to show you is, so we know that thinking takes energy, moving takes energy, right? That's just how the body works. We work out how many calories we're supposed to take. It expenditures from what we do in daily activities. Now thinking a lot does expend energy, and physically moving expels energy. So now, again, don't think for a second I'm saying what's the most effective way to get something the most fastest, right? So if you're trying to get jacked legs, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the average person that wants to get the most out of what they're doing with the circumstances that they have, whether it's a job, whether it's a business, whether it's a family. Yeah, that's the people I'm talking to. So, but like I said before, if you do this in a balanced way and you develop the body in a balanced way, I don't know, maybe when you do progress into more advanced stuff, will you aesthetically and develop more? I don't know, but I kind of think a balanced body would. So anyway, so we got a body weight squat. Now, some guys will just go like this, and you know, yeah, it's okay. You're caving in, so your stomach is kind of shifting off. Certain parts of your legs are turning off, just to kind of think, well, I'm doing a squat. Remember, let's not think about what the exercise is, but how we're doing it. That's where the fun happens. If I think about I'm coming in to do a squat, push-up, you know, and that's it. Okay, bang, squats, push-ups, I'm done. I'm like, well, that was easy. But no. But wait a minute. Let's do proper squats and proper push-ups. So, rather than going just down, now I like to grab on this. I'm still doing this, by the way, in this 4-week program that I'm doing. I want to show that people can do stuff at home, eat in a certain way, and they are going to lean up. You know, I'm 4 days in or 3 days in. I want to look at this like a science experiment, right? This is day 3, tomorrow's day 4. Now, again, balance. Remember what I said before, a stick with a plate and a ball. Think about how you would kind of go, oh, like that. That's the way the body works. Our legs, our feet, obviously, you know, each bone is on top of each other for a reason, because it's balanced. Now, if I have a pole and a bolt, and I bent them like this and bend them, you're gonna get pain in the joints, and then slowly it's gonna restrict me from going. I'm gonna feel restricted, which is how we lose flexibility, right? That's why P&F stretching is really good, because what it is, it's kind of like you're pushing with your arm, and then as you kind of relax, you can stretch more. Because if you think about it, neurally in your brain, your arm is working, sending signals telling itself, no, I'm figuring out how to work in this position, and then it's opening up. So anyways, let's get back to the squat. So the way I talked about the squat in another video, right? So I'm pushing out of the ball of my feet. First of all, my knees are out. My pelvic floor is on. I'm always keeping my pelvic floor on. You know what that is? It's like when you hold your pee in, right? That's exactly what that is, okay? Hold that in. Now, pull your stomach in. Now, when I say cue, again, I'm not saying push my stomach in. It's just cue it in. Don't let this break, okay? So stomach in, chest up, head to the sky. Now, all I'm gonna do is, so breathe in. I like to breathe in pelvic floor, stomach, chest. 3 big, like in 3 seconds. So it's almost like a wave. And then as I exhale, I'm pulling in, okay? So 3 seconds in. Now watch, I'm gonna start just trying to use this as a guide. As you can see, I wanna fall back. So right now, as I'm pushing my knees out and my ball of my feet down, I'm feeling my hamstring want to engage so much and my glutes, because I'm kind of forcing my body to just fold on itself. Now, if I didn't have this pole, you can see I can't actually fully squat because my ankles are still a bit stiff, but you know what? They've gotten way more mobile. My hips have gotten mobile. When I started, I could only squat like that. Well, now it's like, you know, we can squat. If anyone saw how I used to squat, I can almost nearly do a snatch squat with a barbell now, which is probably the most ultimate display of mobility and flexibility and balance, right? So, in my workout, I'm literally just doing this, and you know what? My legs are taxed. Yes? Now, I'm not saying there's more effective ways. Of course, if we grabbed a barbell and we did squats in the same controlled manner, it would be more effective. But if you're not squatting full depth and correctly, are you even working the muscles that you're intending to work? So if you cannot just replicate this motion exactly with this speed, now what would happen if I had a barbell on my back and I could just sink, sink, sink? Now, right now, I'm almost sitting on my hamstrings, my quads engaged, my glutes are engaged, my calves are engaged, my upper back is engaged, my stomach is engaged, my whole body is on right now to maintain this balanced position from head to toe. Everything is on. My brain's working, my body's working, I'm already freaking sweating. And it was just from a bodyweight squat done with control. So guys, let's call this sniper training. Let's call the other stuff shotgun training. What do I mean by that? Now, I'll show you. If I put a little dot there, and I stood here, and I grabbed the shotgun, do you think I can hit the target from here? Of course I can hit the freaking target, but I'm gonna blow off this whole freaking pier. The whole thing's gonna be gone, right? We rather pinpoint and accurately pinpoint the target, and boom, we shoot. Now again, for all you guys watching this and going, oh, blah, 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 and all your life's knowledge is probably going, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking to beginners. I'm talking to guys that wanna get started, right? And then I'm also talking to the advanced guys that keep hurting themselves, that keep injuring themselves. Because let me tell you something, I was setting out to try and be one of the best fighters in the world. I can say that wholeheartedly to the camera, to the whole fucking world. That was my life. That was literally the only thing I took seriously from when I was 15 till probably 25, 26, is trying to just go down that rabbit hole of after an injury, trying to maintain the same movement and fighting. But you know what? Not once did someone show me or tell me any of this stuff that, wait a minute, maybe you didn't hurt your knee from the way you kicked, or sorry, doing the kick. Maybe it was from the way you kicked. And maybe the way you kicked was from the way you moved. And maybe the way you moved was putting stress somewhere that you had no fucking idea that was happening. But now, when you're experienced in the way you can see body move, when I see the guys in boxing, I straight away know by looking at them, wait a minute, I know to tell them this, to prevent them from getting hurt. That is all I'm trying to do here, is help people prevent themselves from getting injured, maximizing their training, because training is fun. This place is now called the fucking playground. That is it. It's the playground. It's the place where we go. It's school. Yeah, we're stressed out, schoolwork, studying. Oh shit, it's the playground, mad. It's lunchtime, you know? We go out, we play, we get active, we try to stay balanced, you know? Keep the body nice. So guys, please, I'm saying this with a heart like this, right? Just take this stuff into consideration. It can help you guys a lot. I really believe it can, okay? Now, again, I'm proving it. I'm not just talking it, I'm proving it. I've got, 3.5 weeks left of this exact program. And let me tell you something as well about programming. I know I'm rambling, I know it's 24 minutes, but I gotta say it. since I've programmed, right, I'm someone at the top level when it comes to being obsessed about fitness. I've made my whole life about fighting to a gym, and I started my bricklaying because I was into fitness. You know, I used to do lunges as I was shoveling the sand because I'm trying to figure out how do I stay more balanced and can I move more effective, because my knee was fucking killing me from being injured, you know what I mean? So I went down this road for a reason. I forgot what I was gonna say again. You know what? Leave it for next time. Sorry, the 4-week program. So, I'm always thinking, what do I need to do? Like, should I come in? Should I do this exercise? I start doing this exercise. I think, should I do the next one? Oh, this feels good, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm a bit uncertain about, is this gonna get the results that I want? Is this training methodology gonna get the results I want? 4-week plan, and stick to it. Do it. Go through the suffering, go through the bullshit in your head saying, why am I doing it? Get to the end, complete it, assess, reassess, apply a new plan, and go for it. I guarantee you'll get your results a lot faster. All right, guys, peace.